Elon Musk's recent introduction of the revolutionary anti-gravity fighter jet came at an extremely crucial period as nations across the world raced to enhance their defense capabilities and secure technological superiority. This groundbreaking aircraft, which offers a significant strategic advantage, has shocked the world. What impact would this aircraft have in the aviation world? What are the capabilities of this mind-blowing innovation? Join us as we unveil the anti-gravity aircraft that Elon Musk recently introduced. Quite recently, SpaceX's Starship rocket made big progress during its third test flight, achieving many of its goals. The two-part rocket successfully launched from Texas and aimed to send its top section around the world for a re-entry over the Indian Ocean. Although radio contact was lost near the end, the company said it was amazing to see how far they made it this time. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk was also very happy with how the flight turned out. Last year, when SpaceX's 120-meter-tall rocket launched in April and November, it exploded shortly after liftoff. This time, Elon Musk was hoping for a much better result from his SpaceX team, and he got exactly that. The rocket roared to life with a massive blast from its 33 engines, smoothly executing every stage of its climb into space right on schedule. The lower half, called the booster, separated from the top half, known as the ship, 2 minutes and 44 seconds into the flight. The ship continued its journey, soaring over the Atlantic in southern Africa. Along the way, video cameras captured breathtaking images of Earth from over 100 miles above. Next was the challenge of re-entry, where the ship had to come down for a splashdown in the ocean. Video footage showed amazing scenes as hot gases surrounded the vehicle right before radio contact was cut off. Soon after, controllers reported that the ship had been lost, likely because it had broken apart. Not everything went as planned. After separating from the ship, the booster was supposed to slow down and make a controlled landing in the sea near the Texas coast. It got close but seemed to come in too fast and was lost before reaching the water. The ship was also supposed to restart its engine for re-entry, but that didn't happen for reasons that aren't clear yet. These issues can be looked at again once all the data is reviewed. Overall, though, engineers are confident that progress on the world's most powerful rocket is on track. Elon Musk has even promised up to 6 more test flights this year. Starship is unlike any rocket we've seen before. The 33 engines on its booster generate 74 meganewtons of thrust, far more powerful than any previous rockets, even the ones that sent astronauts to the moon in the 1960s and 70s. If engineers can perfect it, Starship will be a game-changer. The rocket is designed to be fully reusable and quickly ready for another launch, similar to how airplanes are refueled and put back in the air. This ability, combined with its capacity to carry over 100 tons into orbit in one trip, would drastically reduce the cost of space missions. For Elon Musk, Starship is crucial for his Starlink project, which is creating a global network of broadband internet satellites. There are already over 5,000 satellites in orbit, and the new rocket will be able to launch even more. During this test flight, they successfully tested the opening and closing of a door that will allow future Starlink satellites to be released. Starship will also help Musk achieve his long-time dream of sending people and supplies to Mars to establish a human colony. The U.S. space agency NASA was one of the most interested observers on Thursday. Starship is a key part of NASA's Artemis program, which aims to send astronauts back to the moon this decade. A special version of Starship would be used as a landing craft, taking the crew from lunar orbit to the moon's surface and then back up again. Before astronauts board, SpaceX will need to prove that Starship is safe and reliable. NASA hopes to see this happen by late 2026. The Federal Aviation Administration, which oversees commercial spaceflight in the U.S., announced that it would investigate the mission due to how the booster and ship ended their flights. This is a routine step, and SpaceX will lead the investigation to review what went well and what needs improvement. This too is standard practice. SpaceX's first rocket, the Falcon 1, was a significant achievement as it became the first privately funded liquid-fueled rocket to reach orbit. SpaceX designed the Falcon 1 rocket to keep launch costs low for satellites in low Earth orbit, improve reliability, and streamline the launch process. It also served to test parts and design concepts for the larger Falcon 9 rocket. SpaceX focused on creating a smaller, simpler rocket that could carry around 450 kilograms to orbit, aiming to avoid financial issues that could arise from building something larger and more complicated. The first stage of Falcon 1 was made from a strong aluminum alloy and used a single Merlin engine. It featured a parachute system for safe recovery. The engine underwent improvements, with the Merlin 1C version used in later Falcon 1 flights. This stage provided 92,000 pounds of thrust and burned for about 169 seconds. The second stage was constructed from a material suitable for extremely cold conditions and was powered by a Kestrel engine. It had a pressurization system to control propellant flow and thrusters. The Kestrel engine generated 7,000 pounds of thrust in space and was designed to be efficient during flight. Aside from the Falcon, Elon Musk has developed something extraordinary. Amid all the chaos, Musk's boldness has led to the creation of a real UFO-like craft called the X-1, which is closely monitored by the US government. This impressive vehicle, developed through years of work at SpaceX, can reach hypersonic speeds of 4,600 miles per hour and is very efficient. Musk's move into advanced aerospace technology raises important questions about how innovation intersects with global politics and conflicts. What makes the X-1 special is its unique camouflage technology, making it almost invisible, blending into the sky like a cloud. The Pentagon was initially confused, mistaking it for a UFO and sending fighter jets after it, adding a layer of suspense to the story. Musk's secrecy around the X-1 even caused confusion among Hamas militants. The X-1 is also remarkable because it's the only aircraft equipped with a compact space shuttle engine, previously seen on SpaceX's Hawk hypersonic missile, which can travel over 4,600 miles per hour and bypass modern missile defense systems. This engine now powers the X-1, which also has a design that cuts fuel consumption by 30%. The spacecraft is also equipped with microwave technology, which can melt enemy aircraft or disrupt their electronics. This could change modern warfare. There's also an unusual use for the system. If the radiation is turned down and aimed at a person, it causes intense pain, making them flee and abandon their equipment, which could then be captured. The X-1 could be a major asset for the US military, but Musk and the Pentagon disagree on how to use the technology. This tension adds to the intrigue. While Musk sees it as a potential strategic weapon, the military is more cautious, leading to a debate about the role of such advanced technology in modern conflicts. Despite the disagreement, the X-1 continues to amaze. Its stealth technology avoids radar detection, and it can fly at an incredible altitude of 105,000 feet, even higher than the famous State Route 71 Blackbird. This combination of speed, invisibility, and altitude could transform space travel and air defense. However, like all aircraft, the X-1 isn't invulnerable. Supersonic missiles are needed to challenge it. This is where the advanced technology of the F-35 Lightning II and F-22 Raptor comes in. But even though these jets are powerful, they struggle to keep up. The X-1 flies at 4,600 miles per hour, while the F-35 can only reach 1,200 miles per hour. While the F-35 is still on its way, the X-1 would have already completed its mission, destroyed the target and returned to base without needing to refuel.